Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Hello, folks. This is Regenerative Life Wayne coming to you from his home in southern Texas, in the burbs northwest of Houston, about 40 miles, 35 miles. And the time, I think the time's about, I want to say 9 a.m., 9:30 a.m., something like that on this Friday. And what you're looking at is I'm a DIY guy for all my hobbies, which is DIY solar. I build my own solar generators. I build my own DIY aquaponics systems. I try to build everything myself because it saves me a whole lot of money, and I enjoy being more self-sustainable because when you build your own stuff, if it breaks, you can fix it. And as you see right here in front of me, I'm building one of my DIY shields for aquaponics system number 1. I built one of these already, as you saw in the other video, with plexiglass, a 1/2-inch PVC pipe, and I drew in the plexiglass to make a cover for this that will go on just like this. The other one's already on there, as you saw this morning. Now I'm doing the back one because I'm doing the back seal. And what this does is my bluegill are now large, and when they eat, I put the food in there. They splash a lot of the food out. And also, as you know, I have food forest cats. They're not my cats. These cats are wild, but they've found my food forest, my micro food forest. They love it, and they stay in my food forest because I want them in my food forest, because when you have cats, like all farmers, you don't have any rodents that are trying to eat your food you're growing. So the problem is the cats have discovered the aquaponics systems. Cats are smart. They have discovered that there's fish inside of those large tanks. And believe it or not, cats are smart. They hop on top of the fish tanks where all my bluegill are, and I see them at night. They're actually trying to catch fish by sticking their claws, their legs with claws inside the tank, and are trying to grab the fish. So I knew that was going to happen. So that's why I'm making these two. These cover two purposes. The first purpose is to hold the food in, keep the fish from splashing the food out when they go to eat, and so forth. And the second purpose is to keep my wild food forest cats from trying to catch the fish by sticking their hands inside the tank and grabbing them out. So, well, this is what I'm doing. So what I do is I take my little heat cutter right here, and I cut. Well, I draw the line out, and I cut along here, and I carve it out, and then I take this, and like that, I drill 2 holes right here, and I take some zip ties, and I tie this on here. That's how I make these. Very easy to do. Works very well. I'm always figuring out ways to make my own stuff. I build all my own aquaponics systems myself. I don't go buy them. I build them myself. And over here, we're looking at one of my DIY 12-volt, 100 amp, which equals 1200 watt solar generators with a Victron smart solar charge control over it, that runs this whole thing. This is the AI, the brains. And as you can see, I've repaired this one. Yes, this is why I build my own DIY solar generators. If something goes wrong, I can repair them myself. And I showed in the old video how this one wasn't working. And after troubleshooting it, I found out what the problem was. The problem was where it bolts in to the wires. I had to the little clamps on there, little round clamps, had worn out and got rusted. So I had to put some new clamps on here, and I put some new bolts on here, and now it's working fine. The power is now able to go to the inverter, and it comes back on. Just like that. It works fine now after I found the problem in there, and I repaired it. This is the reason why I love doing my own DIY stuff, because there's nothing wrong with going out here and buying plug and play solar generators, people. There's nothing wrong with going out here and buying this stuff. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. The reason why I don't buy my own plug and play solar generators is because it costs me a whole lot more money to buy a solar generator out the box from the big companies. It's way more cheaper for me to build my own. It's more cheaper for me to build my own, a whole lot more cheaper, and I can fix these on my own. I can fix these myself. So I'm always looking at ways to save money, and that's why I do a lot of DIY, because it saves me lots of money, tons of money, by building these myself. And then when they break down, I can fix them myself. So for me, it's all about saving money. It's all about, if we were in a situation to where we had a long power outage due to a disaster, maybe of 2 weeks or so, if my solar generator broke down, I can repair these myself, and they'll be back up to making more power for me. Vice versa, if I bought a plug and play solar generator out the box, I could not repair those solar generators. I couldn't do it. I would have to send that whole unit back to the manufacturer, wait several months, hopefully, to get it back. That's not going to work for me, especially when you lose power and something breaks and you can't fix it. You're out of luck. So now all I have to do now is bolt this back down like that, and put it back out, let it charge up with the other 5 units that I made. So that's all repaired and done. So as you can see, I'm busy. I'm making more and more of my aquaponic systems. I'm putting them together. I'm basically growing my infrastructure. I'm not in a race. I'm doing it the way I want to do it. I'm taking my time, so forth. And that's what I'm doing. This is a journey for me. This is a hobby. I love growing my own food. I love doing my own DIY solar. I love doing my own DIY aquaponics. I enjoy it. It's not a race. I do it the way I want to do it and in time I want to do it. So you guys have a nice Friday. At the end of the day, grow some food, harvest some solar, harvest some water. Grow the food the way you want to grow food. You know, however you're growing food, doesn't matter. Just grow some food. In the meantime, at the end of the day, when a disaster comes, ain't nobody gonna come to save us. We gotta save ourselves.